Alright guys, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm going to just give you the bottom line here. I know I come across as negative a lot, but the problem is people mistake negativity for truth. That's really the problem with this world. It's not that I'm negative, it's just that, for one thing, it has been canceled so many different times. And for another thing, listen to me, and I don't, it's going to come across as rude and everything like that. You're going to say that sounds rude. Listen, Rob Zombie's Halloween has sucked all of the enthusiasm out of me. It drained it all out. I don't have any more. I don't have any more enthusiasm. His movies literally drained the enthusiasm right out of my body. It got me to a point where I didn't even care anymore. Because now what they're basically doing is they're just making Halloween movies just to make them. They're like, you know what? Forget the canon, forget the storyline, forget Mustafa Akkad's legacy and what he set up. Let's just make a Halloween movie. Think about it. I talked about it in the last video I made. You got 1 through 8, or some people only count 1, 2, 7, and 8. And some people go 1 through 6. And then some people like the Thorn trilogy. This series is all busted up. I don't even know what to call this movie now. I don't even know where to place this movie canonically speaking. Where would you place this as far as canon goes? I'm going to tell you where I put it. Canonically speaking, you know where I'm going to put this movie? I'm going to put it after Resurrection. And let me tell you why. Because as far as I'm concerned, 1 through 8 stand. Because that's what Mustafa established before he died. Halloween's 1 through 8. And as far as this is concerned, in my opinion, this is not a legitimate movie. It's just a what if. Hey, what if Laurie wasn't Michael's brother? What if she never died in Resurrection? What if he came back for her 40 years later instead of 20 years later? This looks like something out of one of Dave McRae's fan films. He just did a fan film about this. So I'm wondering, did they watch his fan film and use that idea or something? Because it's really weird. He just did a fan film where Michael came back 40 years later. My enthusiasm is gone. I have no more. I don't know what they're doing, man. I'll tell you what, though. It's like a friend of mine said on the LO3 Variety channel. Shout out to him. I'll put his link in the description box and y'all can go sub to him. If y'all are really fans of mine, you will support this guy. He speaks the truth. So please go sub to the LO3 Variety channel. I'm going to put the link in the description box. But it's like he said, the producers are clearly desperate. They have nothing else to do and they need something. Okay, well, we got to get Jamie Lee back. We got to get John Carpenter back. I believe that they are literally in fear. And I have to say this, if the movie fails, I don't think we're going to get another Halloween movie. I really don't. Another friend of mine named Christian Hannah Horror said he believes that this is the last film. It very well could be, because like I said in my last video, well, not in my last video, but like I said last year, this is what I call SOS, which means sink or swim. So this 40 years later crap, this is just a regurgitation of H2O. But now it's H4O. And it's funny because another friend of mine named Kristen Wiley, she made a joke about H4O because we knew you were gonna pull this shit. We figured it out. We said, okay, 2018, 40th anniversary, they're probably gonna try to bring Michael Myers back, make it 40 years later. I knew you were gonna do this. So I'm literally drained of all enthusiasm. Although I have to admit that when John Carpenter came back, I did get a little bit excited. I'll admit that. Because I thought that he would restore that classic feeling from 1978 to 2006. With those years, everything was good. But after that, everything went downhill. Listen to me, the bottom line of this video is this. I will believe it when I see it. I don't care what Jamie Lee writes on her Twitter. I don't care what John Carpenter writes on his Twitter. Because you gotta remember, they had Twitter in 2015. And everybody and their mama was tweeting about Halloween Returns. And just look at what happened to that. Look at what happened to Halloween 3D. Look at what happened to Halloween Retribution, aka Halloween 9. This is just the same shit, but it's just a different year. They do this every year. I will believe it when I see it, and not a moment sooner. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic, and I approve this message.